How's it going, everybody? Nicky D here. Welcome back to the channel. You're probably having a hard time seeing me. I'm on my way to work right now. It's late at night. I work the night shifts over the weekend. But I just kind of want to talk to you guys while I'm on my way to work about something that happened today. For those of you who are on Twitter and follow Question Daily on any social media platform, whether it be on Twitter or Tumblr or wherever you're able to get information about My Little Pony, you have probably heard the sad news that the show will be coming to an end very soon. Season 9 has been confirmed to be the final season of Friendship is Magic. And social media in general is pretty much a dumpster fire, as Ashley H. called it. And I kind of just wanted to put my 2 cents in on this whole thing. Is it sad to see Friendship is Magic coming to an end? Absolutely. It is very, very sad to know that this amazing show is coming to a close. But good things must come to an end. It's just a sad fact of life. Like, a lot of shows that I have enjoyed have come to an end. Would I like to see them come back? Yes, but sometimes they're just better off to be left where they are. Shows that I enjoyed watching that are now done with, like Friday Night Lights. To be fair, though, I was late to Friday Night Lights. I didn't start watching the show until like a year or two after it aired. But like shows like Gravity Falls or Adventure Time. Excuse me, I'm a little phlegmy right now. But like those shows had to come to an end eventually. It's just a sad fact of life. Like, not every show can keep producing stuff and still make it fresh. Like, good things might have to come to an end. It's just a fact of life. And again, it is very sad to see it go, but there's one thing that is kind of irking me, and it's not necessarily the show ending. It's more of like the reactions around it. Some people are saying like, hey, we have had a good run, guys, like, let's just send this thing off with a bang. And that is the kind of stuff I like to see. That's the stuff I appreciate seeing. But I've been seeing comments and tweets of people saying the fandom is dying, RIP the fandom, blah blah blah, that kind of bullcrap. And it low-key, well, not necessarily low-key, but like, it notably ticks me off. Just because the show is coming to a close doesn't mean the fandom is dying. I hate that mindset. Just because something is over, the fandom will be over. That is a stupid idea. Like, let's think about that for a second. The Harry Potter movies, like I'm going to talk in the context of like before Mystical Beast or Mythical Beasts or whatever the newest series is called released. Like, let's just say around around the time after Deathly Hallows came around, the Harry Potter fandom was still strong. There are still people who resonate strongly with the original Harry Potter series, who have made art, written stories, done music for Harry Potter, for the Harry Potter fandom. And you can say the same thing for the Trekkies. You can still say the same things about I was about to say the Minecrafters, but Minecraft is still somehow relevant. Then again, that's coming from a guy who does still play Minecraft from time to time. But just because something ends doesn't mean the fandom has to end. Because again, after Deathly Hallows, people thought that was it. But the Harry Potter fandom still was making stuff. In Star Trek, they're still making movies from time to time, even after the original series. Actually, no, there's a new Star Trek series actually coming out, I think. So I'm sure the Trekkies will get a kick out of that one. But either way, when something is claimed to be over, that doesn't mean the fan base around it has to be over. And plus, just because Gen 4 is over doesn't mean there's going to be more MLP stuff in the future. Because MLP has been around since the 1980s. You think Hasbro would just throw in the towel for a franchise that's been so attached to the Hasbro name for so long? And like Transformers, they've been around, I think, just as long as My Little Pony, and that's still one of their biggest sellers. And I think the same thing with Lola's Pet Shop as well. I don't think Hasbro will be throwing in the towel when it comes to My Little Pony as a franchise. Friendship is Magic's ending, yes, that sucks. But MLP as a whole, I don't think is going to end. Because there's also been another movie confirmed for 2021, I believe. And I think and from what I heard, it's going to be a CGI movie. And I'm just like, what? That is crazy to even think about. It's honestly amazing that they're going to be making a CGI movie. I hope that's good. Fingers crossed. But yeah, the ride isn't over just yet. And plus, I'm expecting Gen 5, and I'm optimistic about it. Like, I'm typically an optimistic person. I like the stuff, like, you can't take everything at face value. Like, when people were talking about the Aladdin trailer, for example, I do understand the criticisms and critiques about it. I get it, honestly. But I'm just like, that's just a taste of what's to come. We don't know what the full experience is going to be like. We just have a small taste of it. It's like getting a free sample from a restaurant. You know, when they offer free samples of something, and like you have a bite of it. Okay, maybe I'll try the full thing. And you don't know what the full thing is going to be like until you actually have it. We don't know whether or not Gen 5 is going to be good or not. So we should hold our reservations until Gen 5 comes out. I'm going to be optimistic. But I want to talk about the fandom, the Brony fandom. I'm kind of going on a tangent right now, guys. Sorry. I just want to talk about the fandom. So, I'm actually getting very close to my 5-year anniversary of being in this fandom. And I'm going to make a video about that at some point down the line. Just talking about my experiences with the fandom, how I got into it, or how I knew about the Bronies before I became part of the fandom. This fandom has done so much. Like, just because the show's going to end doesn't mean the friendships you've made through the Brony fandom have to go away. This fandom has let me do so much. I was able to be a panelist at a convention. I was able to perform on the Renegade stage at BronyCon. I was able to meet some amazing YouTubers. Like, I met Black Griffin, I met AC Race Best, I've met Saber Spark, Jax Blade, Paleo Sterno, Wubcake, The Willistinator, Inverted Shadow, Jenna Bun. Again, it's like so many amazing YouTubers and talented people. Met so many amazing artists. I was able to meet the voice actors and actresses of the show. Like people like Michelle Krieber, to Tabitha St. Germain, to Bill Newton, to who plays Big Mac? Crap, Peter New. Dang it. Sorry, Peter. I love you, buddy. And I've made so many friends, and I've got to be part of so many projects. Like, I'm part of a React group now. Like, I'm part of MLP Forums React. I'm part of a Brony rap group. I'm also part of a sort of a Brony metal label that's hosted by Stallion Slaughter called Slaughterhouse Productions. And like, I'm able to be part of so many things. And also on Film Fiction too, I was able to take part of like so many writing opportunities. And like, I've met so many people on Film Fiction and on YouTube, on Twitter. Like, I've met, and like being able to meet them and like do stuff with each other, and like and like finding out like one of my coworkers, my newest coworker actually is a brony as well, and finding some people on my college campus are bronies as well. It's like the memories I have made, the things that I've done because of this fandom will forever be part of my soul. And I cannot thank this fandom enough for everything that you guys have done for me. Whether it be through music, whether it be through art, whether it be through getting opportunities to voice act. Like everything. You guys just mean so much to me. I'm not willing to let the ride end. The show is going to end. Well, Friendship is Magic is going to end. But the friendships I have made through this fandom are going to stick around for as long as I can keep it. Seriously, I cannot thank all of the people in this fandom enough for what you've done for me and for other people. Like, this fandom has done so much. We make music, we make art, we have donated to charity, we have had so many conventions based around 6, now 7 pastel colored horses and pastel colored humans. That is wild. Like, when you hear about these other nerd conventions, it's a mixture of like different forms of media. Like when you go to like Comic-Con, you see like video game characters. You'll see Tracer over here talking to Darth Vader. Or when you go to anime conventions, you'll see Yami from Yu-Gi-Oh! Talking to Eren from Attack on Titan. I don't know anime. But how many conventions are based around just one show? There's like The Walking Dead. Like they have StalkerCon held here in New Jersey. But like I cannot think of any other show aside from MLP or The Walking Dead that have conventions based around their show. It is amazing what we have been able to do. And like I've only been around this fandom for half of its time almost. Like the fandom has been around since 2010, 2011, 2019, so like 9 or 10 years. No, 8 or 9 years, excuse me, I can't do math. And I've been around for 5 of them. And though I had my reservations at the start when it came to this fandom, I am so glad I've been able to become a part of it. Become part of this messed up, crazy, wild family. Joey O said it best. This is more than a fandom. This actually, no. Or was it Black Griffin who said it? I know Joey O had said it at one point, but maybe it was Black Griffin who coined it. I think it was Black Griffin who coined it. This is more than a fandom, it's a family. And I love all of you guys. Sure, there are times I don't get along with many bronies. With some bronies, excuse me. Like, I'm typically a guy who likes to get along with as many people as I can. And like, there have been people I have not been able to get along with, admittedly. But that's part of family. Like, there are times when it comes to family, like you're gonna have those spats or those those incidents where you can't just get along. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough. And again, because the show is ending doesn't mean this fandom is going to end. It's only going to end if you make it end. I have decided, like a brony is something I will wear on my sleeve for the rest of my life. Like, I love, like, the friendships that I have made through this fandom and the people that I've met, the things that I've done, that's stuff I'm going to carry with me throughout the rest of my life. And I have you guys to thank. Seriously, I cannot thank you guys enough. Like, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but seriously, like, it's amazing what this fandom has been able to do for not just me, but for so many people. The ride isn't going to be over I know that for sure. You have the new movie that's coming out in 2021, and though unconfirmed, I know for sure Gen 5 is coming. It did take a while between Gen 3 and Gen 4 to happen, because like Gen 3 I think ended like mid-2000s, and then Gen 3.5 with that horrifying Scootaloo and Shirley skit was like no, maybe it was something else I'm thinking of, but that was like 2006, 2007. And then Friendship is Magic came a few years later. So it might be some time until the next generation comes. I don't know how soon it's going to be, but we're going to have to wait and see. That rhymed. But I have a good feeling there's still going to be plenty of horse content out there. The conventions are still going to happen. I saw a tweet from BabsCon. They said they're not going to end at any point. As long as there's attendees, we're fine. And that is great to hear. I love hearing that. Knowing that there's still going to be conventions, whether there's going to be a show or not. As long as there's people still fooling around with the horses and still making content and still willing to go to conventions, that is awesome. Again, guys, the ride ain't over. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. So yeah, I think I've said pretty much everything I have wanted to say. Like I said earlier, I do plan on making a video talking about my experiences within the fandom, because again, it is getting close to the 5-year mark of when I first joined this fandom. I plan on discussing about like how I discovered what a brony was. Then I'll discuss how I became part of the fandom. Discuss like what I first did to contribute to the fandom, and then how I was able to expand from that. And talk about my experiences at Brony conventions. Well, specifically BronyCon, because I've never been to any Brony convention outside of BronyCon. Like, I wanted to go to PhillyCon, but apparently now that's not going to happen anytime soon. I should probably slow down. I'm speeding a little bit. But yeah, maybe there'll be opportunities to go to another convention. There's one in northern New Jersey, but that's like 3 hours away though. I'm not sure if I'm willing to drive that far, because like Baltimore is only an hour and a half from where I live, and this other convention that's held in northern New Jersey, that's 3 hours. I'll take the hour and a half trip anytime. But yeah, so I'm planning on doing a video around the time my anniversary in the fandom hits 5 years. So that's going to be around either March or April. I'm probably throughout the school semester, I'm going to be planning it out. Like, I'll probably like getting like a spreadsheet or like a script or something ready to discuss my time within the fandom and how much I appreciate you guys. Like, you guys already know that I appreciate this fandom. You guys already know that. I've said it 20 times already in this video. But I want to further capitalize on it in an upcoming video that's going to happen later this year. So yeah. Again, Friendship is Magic is coming to a close. Good things have to end at some point. It's sad, but it's a fact of life. But just because the show is going to end doesn't mean the friendships that we have made because of the show have to end. Like some people's lives have completely changed because of the show. Some people got married because they met their significant other through this fandom. Or some people have had a completely different career change because of this fandom. It's amazing what this fandom has done for so many people, and it brings a smile to my face just thinking about it. I'm almost at work. It's oh wow, I'm actually a little earlier than I hoped. So yeah, guys, again, the show is by no means the end of the fandom. The end of the show is by no means the end of the fandom. How many times have I said that by this point? Like, I probably had to say it like 10 or 20 times by this point. I'm sounding like a broken record. Alright, guys. It's about time for me to sign off. I just want y'all to know that no matter what happens, I'm confident that pony content will still be made during the absence of ponies. It will actually, let me rephrase that. Pony content will still be made between the Gen 4 to Gen 5 jump. Plus, they also got the 2021 movie that's apparently going to be CGI. That's going to be interesting. There's still a lot to look forward to. And on the My Little Pony Instagram, you'll see that this isn't the end. This is only the beginning. Guys, this party is only getting started. Hey, it's time to rock and roll, fellas. We're going to send Gen 4 off with a bang, welcome Gen 5 with open arms, and still create awesome pony content, boys. Hey, get hype, get excited. More awesome stuff from the Brony fandom is coming our way, and it is going to be lit, okay? Let me say that again. More contents will be happening, and it will be lit. That's all I have to say, guys. Nikki D signing off. Take care of each other, love each other, and I will see you next video.